Hello. Milder weather is around the corner. The chances are that by the end of the week you'll be able to ditch the thick coat. The problem is you'll have to replace it with a raincoat, or you'll need your brollies, because the mild conditions will be brought by areas of low pressure, a succession of weather fronts, and that can mean only one thing: cloud, rain, and on top of that some gusty winds. But the air at least is going to be mild.
Morning to you, Carol.
Good morning both. Have you noticed it's still quite cold where we are this morning, but temperatures are actually going to rise in the next couple of days. Yes.
We've been waiting, Carol, all week.
Well, they definitely are going to rise in the next couple of days. And what we're looking at is, to start with, some rain coming in from the southwest, and we are going to see that rain move steadily towards the north and the northeast through the course of the day, but it is going to weaken in doing so. So ahead of that rain, we are looking at, again, some clear skies, some brightness, but behind it we start to pull in some milder conditions. Now, what we're going to find as we go through the course of the day is temperatures will continue to rise. Excuse me just a second while I pick this up. And what we're looking at is, again, the mild air continuing, not just today, but for the next few days. Again, we haven't seen these levels for quite some time. Double figures across the board. You could see 15, and then on Friday, we could even see 16.
We're going to hold you to that, Carol, because it doesn't feel like it at the moment, I have to say. But yeah, so it should be getting warmer, definitely.
It should be unsettled, but warmer.
OK, and a bit rainy.
Give with one hand, Sarah, take with the other.
Thank you, Carol.
Thanks.
This morning, she's had some interesting submissions. Morning.
Good morning, both. Yes, indeed, John, you're not wrong. Look at this. Beals Eels. It gives you a little hint of where this picture is from. Albert Square. And I must say, the weather in Beals Eels recently has been very suspect, don't you think?
Very good.
Really bad joke. Good morning, everybody. This morning's weather, though, is a bit on the nippy side, especially if you're in central and eastern parts of the country.
Which she keeps telling us is getting warmer.
It is. It's going
Promises,
to be much
promises.
milder. Oh, my goodness, my name is going to be mud if this doesn't happen, isn't it?
There's enough of that around.
That's very true. But it is going to get warmer, or milder anyway. It's already started. Good morning, everybody, for some of us in the west. Now, it's some beautiful Weather Watcher pictures this morning. I've been showing you some from Albert Square, which are also beautiful. But this one is from Nottinghamshire. You can see some sunshine already, but the cloud is going to build today. A weather front is coming in.
And remind us where it is behind you, Carol.
It's Albert Square, of course, Sarah. Look at this. Bridge Street Calf, Cathy's Calf, home to many a good storyline. And look at the weather. Very similar to what many of us will see today. Good morning, everyone. It's going to be a fairly cloudy day for many today.
That's a cliffhanger, isn't it?
But not too much. It's still going to be a little bit above average or around average, depending where you are. Just not 15 or 16, more like 11 or 12.
You always wanted that.
Did I ruin that completely?
Get out of my studio.
And she's off.
I didn't mean it, Carol.
I'm sure she's fine. I can hear her laughing. It's fine. It's fine. Eastenders is celebrating its 40th birthday today, just in case you're wondering why that was played. It's got a special hour-long episode. And in a first for the soap, there'll be an interactive element with viewers able to vote on how one storyline will develop.
Did you notice it was still quite chilly when you came into work this morning?
Yes, we did.
Well, today's probably the last day it's going to feel that cold for a few anyway, because it's turning that bit milder. Good morning, everyone. If you are just stepping out, the kind of temperatures that will greet you at the moment are like this.
Yes, and the quick headline on the weather, really, Ben, is that it is changing. Something milder on the way. In fact, across the west of the UK, we're already seeing the change. That was a picture from North Devon, where temperatures right now are around 13 degrees Celsius. Well, I predict some drama in Albert Square, Ben, but believe it or not, we can also predict the weather in Albert Square because it has been added to the BBC Weather app. If you don't believe me, you can go to the app, you can search for it yourself. You can, of course, also search for where you are for your local forecast, and what it will show you is that things are going to be turning quite a lot milder over the next few days, a real change in the feel of the weather.
Hello there. Well, it may have been fairly quiet out there today, even some brightness to be had, but over the next few days things do look a lot more unsettled.
Hello, a change has been taking place today with mild air starting to push in from the southwest, and that process of things turning milder will continue. But with that, we've seen a fair bit of mist and murk and some outbreaks of rain.
As far as the weather prospects go, there's good news, but I'm afraid there's also bad. Joe Blythe is in Reading to welcome in some warmer weather, but it might also get rather wet and windy too, Joe.
Yes, it's all ahead over the next few days, but pleasant enough this evening to be in Forbury Park in Reading without any gloves on. Very nice here early this afternoon, some little spring flowers popping up all over the place. And for central and southern parts of England this afternoon, temperatures have actually reached double figures. So it's been very pleasant, but further north, still quite cold air this afternoon. It is going to take through tonight and tomorrow for the rest of the UK to feel the impact of those milder conditions, which we know are pushing in over the next few days. And temperature-wise, if we take a look at comparisons for this time of year, normally we'd expect around 8 or 9 degrees by day. And by Friday, London perhaps getting to around 15 Celsius. And areas in Lincolnshire, around the Wash, for example, could even get to around 16 degrees. It peaks on Friday, tails off a little bit into the weekend, so that's all to come. And also on Friday, we have a raft of weather warnings in place from the Met Office. Wet and windy weather will be moving in, so we have wind warnings for much of the west of the UK as we go through Friday, but also some heavy rain. So rain warnings for southwest Scotland and central and eastern Scotland through Friday itself. We'll keep you across that over the next couple of days. In the meantime, here's the forecast. Milder weather over the next few days and increasingly unsettled. Very windy conditions. It's very quiet and calm here this evening, but winds will be picking up across the whole of the UK through tonight and into tomorrow. And there's some spells of rain to come for all of us. So as the showery rain moves through tonight, just listen out for a few rumbles of thunder in the air, perhaps waking you up overnight tonight. Other than that, as we head through to tomorrow, it's milder for all of us. The next few days, though, looking very unsettled indeed.